such a great tip.
Yeah.
Really great. No, it's really great. That's the best tip that I've heard till now. Really.
Awesome.
You're so kind and so funny. Thank you very much for your time and for your great advice and your great tips. Thank you.
You're most welcome. Awesome Saturday evening. I just had very delicious durian for my dinner today. Have you had your durian? Now, for those of you who are outside of Malaysia, it's a delicacy in our country called Malaysia, and it's in the season. Durian is in the season, and I just had some of the most delicious durian sent to my house today. So how are you guys? Have you had your dinner? What did you have for dinner? And for those of you in another part of the world, have you had your breakfast, your lunch? Come share with us. It's Saturday, right? I believe it's still Saturday in most parts of the world. So it's Saturday night here and in Malaysia, and in the US, of course, it's in the morning. For those of you who are in the US, it's the eve of your Independence Day, right? So happy Independence Day in advance. Let's see who's in the room. We have Bentley. Hey Bentley. Well, Master Keanu. No, I'm not a master. I'm just a guy sharing stuff. Oh, Teacher Ken is here. Yo. Teacher Ken has a show on Monday. That's 2 days from now, like 48 hours from now, right? So you gotta tune into, his really interesting topic. Is about parenting and children, and I'm gonna just leave it suspense for now, right? Check his page, and Amanda, right? So for those of you who want to really establish yourself as someone who is lucky, all right? And I'm not talking about voodoo. I'm talking about scientific way to enhance your luck and increase the chances of opportunities happening to you in your life and your business. Amanda is the person that you have to connect with, okay? And we have Catherine, right? Catherine, so if you want to grow your money, look for Catherine. That's all right? It's so effective. And we have Wenjie. Hey, good evening, and everyone. Take extra care during this time. Seek help from anyone if you feel you can't cope with anything. Yeah. Thanks for having that shout out, Wenjie. For the benefit of the rest of our audience from other parts of the world, Malaysia has just started going into our 3rd or 4th national lockdown. Actually, I lost count. Could be 5th or 6th, because it's like so many lockdown upon lockdown. And today is the first day we are entering yet another tighter lockdown. And most of the Malaysians here really don't know when is this going to end. And it's really affecting the livelihood of a lot of people. So I believe this is the time for us to show compassion, show kindness, and have a lot of patience. Okay, so yes, take care, everyone. And LinkedIn user, hey Blue Genie, hi LinkedIn user. Again, Teacher Ken, maybe you can just post the link again, or the StreamYard permission link. Okay, so if you click on the link, you will be able to see your name and your photo on the screen when I highlight it. Okay. Hey, we have Dr. Rohini. Hey, doctor. Have you had your durian? I just had my durian for dinner, and we have a lot of people in the room today. Hi, Noor, and we have okay, no, say not yet have the durian. I have contacts, all right? You can PM me. I can get you some really delicious ones. We have Jacqueline. Hey, Jacqueline. Jacqueline is a numeric profiler. Wow, that's really interesting. Okay, so Jacqueline, you really need to get connected with Amanda. I just highlighted here just now, and Amanda, so Jacqueline is my new connection on LinkedIn. So I guess both of you really have something in common to talk about. I had rice and fish LinkedIn user again. Can't see your name, but never had durians alone for dinner. Oh, I've had durian for dinner many times. Hey, Melanie, right? So Melanie and I will be doing a session together next week, same time, same place, on my page, on my LinkedIn Live. We will be sharing a little bit on how to help yourself, okay, especially in terms of mental wellness, right? And being locked down at home, what are some of the home remedies that you can follow? All right. So if you really need support in this matter, and you can't wait until next Saturday where I have Melanie on my show, do connect with her right now. Okay. So do connect with her right now. She'll definitely be able to help you. Okay. Or help your friends. Okay. So yep, that's Melanie. I'll be having a show. I'll be hosting her tomorrow on my LinkedIn Live next week. All right. So, we have Dr. Nurul and we have Rizal. Rizal is an awesome CEO of 3 companies, maybe 6, undisclosed. Who knows, right? So, yes, a lot of really great people here today. And yep. Wow. All right. Everyone seems to know everyone here. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. So today I have I don't have a planned content or topic to talk about, because it's really I want it to be an open session, because I want to answer some questions, because especially in this time, like what Wenjie mentioned just now, there will be a lot of people that probably who have their job wiped out, who has their businesses wiped out, because it's been too long. It's been too long of a prolonged restrictions and lockdown, and the pandemic doesn't seem to be over. So maybe you have some burning questions, okay, about how to get started in network marketing or MLM, or you might have some questions about how do I choose a good company, okay? What are some of the criteria do I need to look for? Or maybe you have some fear or concerns or some doubts or some skepticisms. We all started that way, so don't worry. When I was an accountant and a banker, when my friends came to tell me about network marketing opportunities, join this and join that, I was very harsh on them. I would tell them that, hey, it's great to catch up, and I really appreciate that you reaching out to catch up. I know we haven't been seeing each other for like 5 years, but if you're gonna tell me about direct selling or MLM or insurance plans, I think we don't have to waste time. I was that, okay, but look what I'm doing now. All right. So we all came from that, and I totally understand. So you might have doubts, you may have skepticism. Maybe your friends has been telling you, hey, this might be an alternative for you. Do check it out. And one part of you thinks that I think it's worth taking a look. The other part of you, you have your doubts and you need some clarity. So this is a session I want you to ask questions. Hey, there's no such thing as silly questions. We all have our doubts and we all have our skepticism, okay? So ask questions, and if I happen to pick your question and highlight, I will be answering it from my experience, my observation, and I hope that answering your question can also benefit some of the audience, all right? Is that good? Okay, so ask questions, all right? Just type it out anyway, right? So how did I came about using my LinkedIn Live to do a session like this is because in Malaysia, at least in Malaysia, this is what's happening, right? So it has been a prolonged lockdown here, okay, crippling businesses in Malaysia. Okay, so what we are trying to do here is to give hope, all right, or at least to give inspiration or information or anything that we can do to share and help, or at least give some light, right? So then I asked myself, what can I do? What can I do to help the community, the society, and all? Because I've heard of friends closing down their businesses, decades-long businesses that they inherited from their grandparents, and they have to shut it down because of the pandemic, because of the prolonged lockdown, because of a lot of incompetent policies that has been in place, which is unfair to them. And we all know how it feels like, okay? So it's not an easy decision to close down a business. And when a business is closed down, the livelihood of a lot of people, including the management, the owners, the staff, and their families, they are all in a very vulnerable position. So what's the way out? Most of us really don't know what's the way out. Okay, and seeing my friends struggling every day, having to change their plans because of sudden changes and sudden updates with the standard operating procedures on how to operate businesses within lockdown. So all this is really daunting, and has been for too long. But what pains me the most is when some of my friends started to tell me things like this. Say, they would tell me that my business is going downhill. I really don't think I can save my business anymore, and what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna wrap it up, and I'm gonna use up the last dollars in my savings and probably some of the money from winding up my businesses to invest in this program that my friend has been telling me of a guaranteed profits. Okay, so I think this is my last chance. So whenever they tell me that, it pains me, because that's really not how network marketing work. Okay, network marketing, MLM, direct selling, however you call it. I'm talking about the genuine ones. I'm talking about the legitimate companies. It's a business. It's a venture. It's entrepreneurship. It takes a lot of hard work to build. There's really no such thing. I have to repeat this. There's no such thing as guaranteed profits. I'm just gonna dump in like 10,000 grand, 10 grand, 30 grand, and I'm just gonna recruit a few people, and they're gonna earn like 10 grand, and I'm gonna earn 30 grand. There's really no such thing. Okay, and I think it's worth repeating. This is the most vulnerable time where a lot of people fall prey to promises like this, and it's really painful to see them, getting deeper into depression because of things like that. Do you agree? Have you heard of things like this before, or have you heard of your friends falling prey to scams like this before? Because you can't blame them. They're acting out of desperation. All right. So if you have heard of things like this before, type yes, right? Because really, we got to look out for each other. Okay, so even if you are not venturing into MLM and you see that your friends are venturing to them, and if you see that something is not right, tell them or refer them to me. I can get them. I can give them some clarity, right? Or when you see that your friend is trying their best doing an MLM venture, and it's a legitimate company. It's just that you're not part of it and you're not interested. It's okay. Support them. Okay, support them. Cheer for them. Right. So I think this part is the humanity part that we all have to promote. Okay. So type humanity, right? Type humanity. Okay. So yeah, see, when I hear people saying things like this, like I'm gonna invest my last dollar into this last chance, it really pains me. Okay. So what can I do? Now, what can you do when you hear things like that, when your friends are telling you that, I think this is my last chance, I'm going to jump all in, and if I make it, I'm going to come back up. Otherwise, I think that's the end for me, and stuff like that. What you can do is to stop them, really pause for a while, and ask them to really take a look at this. I've written a LinkedIn article not long ago, and I highlighted the 5 crucial factors in choosing a network marketing opportunity. Okay, 5 crucial factors. Now, this is not an exhaustive list. There are a lot of things that they have to look out for, but these are the crucial factors that they have to look at. Right. So just get them to type Keanu LinkedIn article 5 crucial factors, whatever keyword that you deem fit, because it's published there. I've my article there. So send that to them. Right, send that to them so that they get some idea on what are some of the pitfalls to look for. Okay, so I think we have to work together as a community to stop them from falling into scams like that. Okay, so that's one. Now another thing is this. Now this is something I really want to highlight. Okay, T. Okay, and let me just enlarge this for you so you can take a screenshot, because I like this acronym. I came up with it and I'm a bit proud of it. All right, screenshot this. All right. So what does that mean? Okay, this is TEA. Okay, because I do believe that anything worthwhile, anything worthwhile for us to build requires our T. What does that mean? TEA stands for our time, our energy, and our attention. That's why I said there's no such thing as just invest and recruit people and let it roll. No such thing, really no such thing. Okay, so anything worthwhile for us to really build it up requires our T. Do you agree? If you agree, type T, right? TEA. So, and we all have limited time, energy, and attention. We have limited time, we have limited energy, We have limited attention, especially now in the digital era, where attention is the most valuable commodity. Okay, everyone is trying to get your attention. So we have to choose wisely. Where do we focus our time, our energy, and our attention in? We have to choose wisely how to block unnecessary stuff which are not in our priority list from claiming our time, our energy, our attention. You get what I'm saying? Right? So again, not long ago in my LinkedIn Live, I shared about the calendar hacks. Okay, you can find some of my previous LinkedIn Live video that I did. So the calendar hack was designed for you to optimize every hour of your day so that you can be clear on which hour of the day you want to spend your time, your energy, your attention on what matters. Okay, so that you get all the important stuff covered throughout the week. So again, success comes from putting in our time, our energy, and our attention. So if you ever hear your friend says that, this is simple, I think I'm gonna make it this time. I'm gonna recover back the losses, throughout the pandemic. It doesn't require much time. I just have to do something. That will be the red flag. Okay, so really stop them there, refer them to me. Let me have a chat with them, and if I can point them to the right direction, they win, I win, you win, everybody's happy. Okay, so yes, T. Right now, I spoke about a lot of things like this in detail in my previous live session. So what you can do is that you can go to my YouTube channel, right? Because all the live session that I've done are archives there. Okay, as you can see, there are some videos. Some of them you have seen over here on LinkedIn Live as well. So go to my channel, all right? Just YouTube Keanu. Look for this photo, okay? And you can view, or you can send the link to some of my videos to your friends to really get them to learn some of the basics, because you and I don't want to see them jumping into the fire pit. Is that good? Right? Okay, so last week in my live session, I shared about the 3x3 content ideation. Okay, it is who were here last week live? I'm talking about live here. Who were here last week live? Type 3x3, right? Right. So this was the subject I shared last week, talking about how you want to be seen and be experienced on social media, so that you get to attract people to you. You get to build your own following, your own tribe. And I think Melanie had really awesome results after applying this last week, right? Melanie, maybe you can share a little bit on how this worked for you for the last 1 week. Okay, so I shared this. Okay, again, if you missed it, look for the replay on my YouTube channel. I shared this too. Okay, 11313 who had been using this since last week. All right, who had been using this, and you had gotten really awesome engagement, type engagement, right? Type engagement, because these are some of the strategies that I've been using, and I was sharing it last week. So there was one lady called Chanel from Georgia, US. I'm not sure if you're here now, Chanel. She used this and the 3x3, and within 3 days, her inbox had been flooded with incoming inquiries and leads. And she's in network marketing in her company. She just advanced to the next rank in her company on Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, so I'm really happy when I hear things like this, because at least you guys are giving me an information that I'm making a difference in you. Okay, so again, for today's session, ask anyway. Okay, later I'll go through some of the questions that you guys have typed, and we'll be discussing some of them. Okay, so I've picked some questions from 2 days ago. Okay, when I posted a teaser to today's session, and I opened up the comment section for them to ask. And we have this very handsome guy called Bentley. I think Bentley, you're here in the room, right? Bentley, type I'm here. So Bentley asks, my burning question for network marketing is, what is the most important characteristic to be successful in the said business field of network marketing? Okay, so the keyword here is, what is the most important characteristic to be successful? Okay, now you want a short answer or you want a long answer? All right, so The short answer, Bentley, is you have got to work. Right? Yeah, it's no brainer. You have got to work. Okay. And I'm an advocate of working hard in network marketing. There's really no such thing as just join in, get some friends, and they get some friends, and it just build on its own. There's no such thing. Okay. So work, right? You got to work, and you got to work hard. Okay. So of course, when you work hard, you gotta have the right strategy. You gotta have the right system, the right mentor or coach to guide you through. Okay. So I think the most important characteristic is your ability to bounce back from rejection, your ability to stand back up and face the storm again. What's that word? Resilience. Is that right? So we have teacher and coaches here in the room. Please type resilience. Okay, now let's see who can spell it right. Okay, let's type resilience with a CE, okay, at the back. Resilience. For me, that is the most important question, most important characteristic. Because I came from the professional background as an accountant, financial auditor, banker as well. And for me to make that decision to jump straight into sales and marketing and eventually MLM, foregoing my professional qualification and my job prospects and all, was really not an easy decision to make. Okay, I had friends and families, especially relatives, who were laughing at me and belittling my decision and all. So if I had not been able to endure just those sentiments, I don't think I would be able to endure the kind of rejections, the kind of upset, the kind of up and downs in network marketing. Okay, just like building a business, you have your ups, you have your downs, you have your teammates, leaving your organization, same thing. Okay, but to me personally, now this might not be true for everyone, but personally for me, network marketing, the business model, the entire MLM structure, again, I'm talking about the legitimate ones. Okay, for me, network marketing is a very humane business model. Why do I say that? Because for me to move up rank, I need to help somebody under my care in my organization to move up rank. For me to make more money, I need to help them make more money. Because when you look at a compensation plan, when I produce leaders who produce result, of course they earn from the result that they produce. When I produce leader, I go to the next level where I earn leadership bonuses. Okay, so the leadership building is part of the business model. Okay, the helping people is part of the business model. And I know there are a lot of people out there who don't see it that way. They don't see the helping people part. They don't see the leadership building part. They only see the numbers part, where I get 3 gets 3, 9 gets 3 to 37, and they were blinded by just that one part of the entire business model, and they just go hunting and spamming. And in fact, that is the main reason why MLM has such a bad name, because people start treating their friends as numbers. Is that true? All right, have you experienced that before? Okay, type numbers if you have experienced that before, and either from the receiving end or you're guilty of doing that to friends. But I can't blame you because your upline taught you things like that, and can't blame your upline too because your upline learned it from his or her uplines. Okay, so they will tell you things like it's a numbers game. No, it's not. Yes, it's a numbers game when it comes to commission calculation, but it's not about the numbers. Okay, each person you talk to has a life, has a story to tell, has a need, has a family. They have dreams, they have aspirations. Have you got to know all these things before you really sign them up as a number in your comp plan? Okay, that is my first angle when I train my downlines. Good, right? So I hope I answered your questions, Bentley. Right, so let's move on to the next question. Okay, Rizal. Rizal is here. Rizal, you're here, type I'm here. Okay, so Rizal asked, I'm always keen to find out your secret recipe to your success in your line of work, which is network marketing and MLM. I know you have shared it before in the sessions, but perhaps the biggest aspect of your success is kind of similar to Bentley's question. Both you pakat, is it? All right, so I think one of the biggest success is to really believe in yourself. Yeah, I know it sounds cliche, but that takes a lot of hard work, a lot of faith to practice. But at any point in time when you can't believe in yourself yet, okay, then borrow your upline's belief in you and fake belief in yourself that you can do it, and learn along the way. Okay, so believe, yes, and learn. All right, keep improving. I wasn't like who I am today. If you knew me like 15 years ago, all right, Angie is in this room. I think I saw Angie. Angie knew me more than 15 years ago. Hey, Angie's here, right? I think Angie and I have known each other for like 18 years. Is that so, right? So I wasn't like who I am today, right? And I don't foresee I am still like this like 18 years later. Okay, so we evolve, right? So our beliefs evolve. What I want to carry with me is, am I doing better? Am I helping people out there? Am I making a difference? Okay, so focus on that, and no other noises of rejection will be able to bother you that much. They still bother you, but not that much. Okay, is that good? Right? So let's see. And we have another question here from Andres. Okay, Andres say, what would you advise a person who is willing to risk everything to get ahead or out of the down drop? Oh, that's a good question. In fact, that's one of the main reasons why people join network marketing and MLM, because they want to get out of the rat race. They want to get out of whatever they are stuck in. They want to get out of the situation that they really don't see any prospect, any future prospect of growth, right? Some might call it time freedom, financial freedom, whatever you call it. I'm really talking about a different version of your life that you want to build. So my advice to those who are willing to risk everything is to take care of your basic finances first. Okay, because I did the opposite. I quit my job without a backup source of income. I jumped straight into network marketing. But probably because of my enthusiasm, I hit the first rank really quickly, and I had like a half the amount of my last drawn salary, okay, from this business. And I was really happy because I don't have to work 9 to 9, and now I'm earning half of what my last drawn salary was. So I had this really excitement that was driving me and say, hey, I can do this. But it was not sustainable. Okay, after a few months, I found myself behind on a lot of bills, a lot of payments, and those stress would eat up on my time, effort, and attention. Remember, we spoke about the TEA. We have limited TEA. So the stress coming from those late payment and the bills and the debts really eating up to my TEA. And I find myself, contacting the banks more than calling my prospects. So yeah, that's really not the best way to risk everything and jump in, unless you have a buffer that you can survive like 6 months or even 1 year without income. Okay, then you can do that, like really completely jump on it full time. Now, the beauty of network marketing, the legitimate ones, the genuine ones, you can start small and build part-time. Again, when I say part-time, it's not hobby time, okay? During that part-time, even if you're just putting like 4 hours a week into it, that 4 hours, make it sacred, like make it like really, this 4 hours is like, I only have these 4 hours and work on it, okay? Again, I spoke about this in my calendar hacks as well. It's really about how you optimize each hour. It's not about how many hours, but how many quality hours you put in to your business. So my advice is make sure your finances are taken care of so that your TEA is taken care of and you can focus into building this business, all right, without sacrificing finances and worrying whether you can put food on table for your family. Okay, next question, we have this from Laura. Laura just asked this question today. That was like 5 hours ago. You can see here. Then perhaps how to identify if network marketing is the career for me besides being able to make good money? That's a good question, Laura. Now, being able to make good money should not be the prime goal. Of course, each and every company that you choose, the legitimate ones, if you put in your TEA, if you're working hard, if you're consistent, if you're persistent with it, you can make money. Okay, whichever company, the legitimate ones, whichever company, you can. Okay, there are enough examples, enough testimonials that you will hear from each company. So good money is given if you put in your hard work, if you do it the right way, if you have harmony in your team, working well with your upline, your downlines, your customers, good money will come. But what can you get out of this besides that? Let me just count some of the intangible stuff that I've earned after being involved actively in network marketing for 16 years. Okay, I've been in network marketing full time for 16 years. Okay, and I don't see myself stopping for the next 16 years or more. So, what are some of the intangible things that I learned? Okay, besides the money is the tangible things because you can see, you can measure, you can count. Some of the intangible things, I think the biggest ones is leadership development. All right. Why do I say so? Because see, when I built a team in network marketing, those people in my downlines, they are not my staff. I don't pay them salary. So they are under no obligation to follow my instructions or perform the job scope that I gave them. They are not under any obligation to do that. And it's so easy to just snap and say, I quit. See, so people can quit MLM, as easy as just a snap of a finger. Okay. Now, for me to retain them, for me to really have them follow me and build a team and move together, really requires my leadership, really requires how I relate to them, that they feel belong and they can be a part of the vision that they want to be a part of, and they want to go together, even if they're not making money yet, even if there are a lot of hardships for them to endure, to overcome their personal development, to overcome their personal challenges like their confidence, the courage, and stuff like that. And we are with them every step of the way. So it's really about how I make them feel belong and how they can feel that they can grow to be a better person, and the money will follow. That vision really captures them to want to stay on, because they can just quit anytime. So that part forced me to want to help them, forced me to want to reach out and mentor them and coach them. And I just want the best for them. If I see that they are being hindered by their own lack of confidence, I feel that it's my responsibility to call that out and put it in front of them so that we can work on that. So the biggest growth that I've learned being involved in network marketing is the leadership development, and that has proven to be invaluable. Because 4 years ago, when I joined this business organization called BNI, I was termed, okay, I was labeled the rising star of our region, right? The president, the regional trainer, and yada yada, which I was really grateful for, the recognition. But if you ask me, where did I get those things? It's really from my involvement in network marketing, because the leadership development journey has started long before I joined BNI or any other organizations for that matter. So leadership development for me is the main one, right? The other intangible growth that I've acquired and still stay with me is the ability to relate to people, the ability to empathize others' feelings, the ability to listen and really listen without bias. So I think all these are very crucial skills if we are to be in business, or even if we are going to be networking with people, or in our job, or in our day-to-day dealing with our relationship, our spouse, our kids, right? Do you agree? Right? So these are the intangible things that I've learned: leadership and relationship. Okay, the ability to relate with people. If you agree, type leadership and relationship. Okay, leadership and relationship. And I think it's the best personal development course for myself, for my downlines, for people who are involved in it for the long term. Okay, leadership and relationship. Those are Those are the big ones for me. All right. So, okay. Let's take a look at some of the questions that we have here. Ooh, that's a long list. Let's see. All right. So if you still have questions, please continue typing, okay? Because we'll be discussing over it. Okay, I start. So teacher Ken says, how do we deal with rejection in sales? Okay, how do you keep going? This was really not easy for me at the beginning because, you know, I came from professional background. We were not trained to handle rejection as auditor or accountants, right? So it was really hard for me at first, and I needed a lot of pep talk. I needed a lot of external motivation. You know, I read a lot of books. The first sales book I read was by Zig Ziglar. See You at the Top. All right. How many of you have read the book type Zig Ziglar? And I've read a lot of books. Stephen Covey, 7 Habits. Okay, if you have read the book type 7 Habits. So I read a lot of Tony Robbins books as well. So all this helped me change my paradigm, change my mindset around sales, around relationship, around really taking control of my mindset. You know, so I would recommend reading. Okay. In this fast-paced world right now, at least we'll be listening to podcasts, like really genuine quality podcasts. I think those things would really help you put things into perspective. Okay. Today, if you ask me, do I still feel that pain in dealing with rejection? Not anymore, because I see it as, you know, not the right timing for that person and I to be crossing path. It's okay, right? So could be the next round. But what I want to do is to continue keeping in touch and not like close the relationship. All right, that's not how you want to handle being rejected, because no today might not be no forever. Okay, I hope I answered your question on that. Right, let's see who else. Right, what? Okay, KL. KL is in Singapore, not in KL. Okay, so he's residing in Singapore right now. What should a person consider before joining an MLM company? There are some MLM companies. How to choose the right one? Good, that's a good question. Again, I would have to refer you back to this article. So look for this article that I've written on LinkedIn before. Okay, 5 crucial factors in choosing a network marketing opportunity. Okay, I've answered that questions before. Okay, right. So let's see. The LinkedIn user asked, because teacher can start, I want to second. How do we move on from being rejected, like seeing the light at the end of the tunnel without feeling anxious about the future? Who's asking this question? Because if this is not asked by Andreas, I would say, you know, go and look for Andreas. He will help you to change your mindset, right? And you will start to have fun with rejection. But if this question is asked by Andreas, I think he's just pulling my leg, right? So changing mindset, yeah, that's a short answer. Long answer would be invest in your own education, invest in your own self-development, because whatever you invest in yourself stays with you and grows within you as you evolve, right? And I think that's worth repeating. Whatever you invest in yourself stays with you and grows within you as you evolve. Okay, so there's really no lost investment here, right? And Melanie asked, how can business and team leaders support their subordinates, their team members, or the downlines at this point of time? Okay, I think you're referring to these challenging times in the pandemic right now. Compassion, all right, compassion, and really have that empathy to understand what are some of the challenges that your downlines are facing. Because at times, motivation doesn't always work, right? So cheering for them and motivating them, and you can do it too, might not always work. So maybe you want to really find time to sit down with them. If there's restrictions in place, you can't sit down with them, at least Zoom with them. Like really have a heart-to-heart talk with them, and what are they going through. If they are telling you that, you know, I really love this team and I want to build this business together, but right now I really need to take like 1 month break because, you know, things in my family is not really doing well. You know, go through that 1 month together with them. Okay, so again, it's really about being human. So yep, that's how I would do it. All right, how else would others do it? You know, if you have other suggestion, type in the comment and share. Right. Okay, and we have teacher Ken asking, how do you help your students move on after being rejected in sales? Listen to them, guide them, share your experience with them, and if you don't have the answer for them, let's learn together. Okay, and when you learn something useful, teach it to them, because I believe when I teach something that I've learned, I actually retain the knowledge better, longer. What do you think, teacher Ken? Because since you are the teacher, is teaching others an effective way to retain knowledge of what we have learned? Okay, if you agree, type teaching, right? Teaching. Awesome. All right, let's see who else. Okay. Oh, right. 8. 飲茶 11313. We have 3 times 3. Right? No more questions from this part. Hi, Lenny. Ability to bounce back. Okay. Borrow power. Awesome. Okay. So what else? Let me just go through. Okay. So how about reading about working on the 7 hats? What's the 7 hats? Which hat you're talking about? Okay. And Dr. Nurusi, invest in yourself, knowledge because to stay with you. I do that. Right. Awesome. Okay. So, well, those are the questions that I saw. Did I miss any question? If I miss any question, you can type it again because I can see it popping up here in the most recent comments. Right. So, okay, and we have the best time to join marketing is when you don't need the extra money so that you can do it peacefully. Yes, that would be ideal, but of course now we are kind of like forced into pivoting, forced into doing something else, forced into backup income and stuff like that. Okay, so right now I think information is crucial. Get whatever education that you can get so you can really prepare yourself for it. Okay, so keep the questions coming, and I just want to share a few more principles, okay, that I have been using, not just in now marketing but in life as well. Number 1 is this. Okay, I always hold this mantra close to my heart. If it is to be, it is up to me. Okay, if it is to be, it's up to me. Now, if you agree with that, type if it is to be, it's up to me. Now, what does that mean is that if I join a MLM company, it's not the job of my upline to make me successful. It's not the job of the company to make me rich. Okay, if it is to be, it's up to me, because it's up to me to put in the action. Okay, to learn about the product, to learn about the comp plan. It is up to me to put in the time to do the activities, to talk to people, to present to others. Yes, my upline can present for me, but they are not always there for me. They cannot always be there for me. I have to be independent. And the sooner I can become independent of my downline, of my upline, the faster I can, shape my own destiny. Right? So if it is to be, it's up to me. It's up to me to learn quickly and do it on my own with minimal help from upline. It's up to me to learn about the product so I can explain to my customers without always having to say, okay, let me check this for you, I'll get back to you. Right? It's up to me. And if the company doesn't have a shopping cart system for my customers to just go directly and click on it, it's up to me to create a simple system to communicate with them so that they can buy from me and I can get the company to send to them. And even if it means they have to bang into me manually, whatever it is, have what I have. Okay, instead of sitting there complaining, why my company doesn't have this link, why my company doesn't have that stuff, why my upline is like that, why my downline is like that. It's not going to bring me very far. All right, so if it is to me, it's up to me. If I have to break rank to the next level, it's not up to my downlines whether they want to break rank or not. It's up to me. Can I motivate them to break rank? Can I lead them to break rank? Can I guide them towards breaking rank so that I can break rank too? If it's to me, it's up to me. Okay. Now, I say it in a responsible form, like I'm responsible for my result. I'm responsible for making things happen in my business, okay? It's from the responsible point of view, not from the victim point of view. It's like, oh, I blame it on myself because of me, my downline is not moving, you know, not that victim energy, okay? And that brings me to the second thing that I want to talk about, which is this, okay? I am a victor, not a victim, okay? I'm a victor, not a victim. All right. So type this in if you agree. So it relates to what I said just now. If it's to be, it's up to me. It comes from empowering myself to take charge, to be responsible, to like put in the effort because it's up to me. Instead of blaming myself, that's a very different energy. Blaming myself is like, oh yeah, because of me, you know, I'm shy. I don't talk to people. That's why I can't motivate my downlines. No, that is not if it's to be, it's up to me. That is the victim mindset. Okay. So if it's to be, it's up to me, coming from the victor mindset, is to tell myself that if I want to break rank, it's up to me. If I have to help 2 downlines to break rank for me to go to the next rank, it's not up to that 2 downlines. It's up to me to show them the vision of why they have to break rank, how can this tie into their goals. Okay, it's up to me to understand what their goals are actually. Okay, because if I don't even know what their goals are, how am I going to motivate them, right? So it's up to me to allocate the time to sit down with them, to understand their goals, understand the challenges, and help them go through that so that they can break rank. If 2 of them break rank, I break to the next rank and I achieve my result. Okay, so it's from a victor point of view, not a victim point of view. And again, you know, things like this, like if it's to be, it's up to me, I'm a victor, not a victim. It's applicable not just in network marketing, as you can see. It's life principle, and that's what I love about this industry, because it gives me that broader view of how I can apply this kind of mindset, this kind of mantra, okay, or principles across other areas in my life, not just in my MLM business. Okay, so I'm a victor, not a victim. Okay, if my downlines were quitting on the business, quitting on me, it's not their fault. Okay, they have their reasons, right? Yeah, I can feel upset about it. I can ask them why. I can ask them to leave, to not leave. You know, I can share with them, you know, my vision. You know, come and join me. If they still choose to leave, they give up on the business, but you don't have to give up on the friendship. All right, I'm still in touch with a lot of my ex downlines. It's okay, right? You gotta be human. Okay, so don't be a victim of, you know, I can't break rank, my business scale down because this bunch of downlines left the business. No, they are not responsible for my income. Yeah, calculation wise, when they break rank, when they have volume, I get higher overriding profits and stuff like that. Yes, mathematically it is, but it's still up to me to lead them. It's still up to me to work with them. If I don't know how to work with them, it's still up to me to learn how to work with them. Is that true? Okay, so I'm coming from being responsible for my actions, responsible for my results, and not to blame anyone for the lack of result. And I think that is very, very important. And again, what's saddening is that part of it is not being emphasized enough when people are recruiting others to join their team, because the picture that they always paints is always, it's easy, just join and follow what we do and you earn money. Okay, what about if it's to be up to me? What about not being a victim? Because those are the people who will be the biggest victim of your empty promises, of your unexpected, unrealistic expectations. You know, you told me after I come in, I just call 3 friends, I can make money. You know, you lied. They didn't join. I didn't make money. So, you know, dumbing down the effort just to recruit people will surely backfire, right? Now, the third mantra that I keep close to my heart is this: my uplines don't owe me anything. I create my own success. Okay, not even my company, in for that matter. All right, so they don't owe me anything. It's up to me to create my own success. Right. So if you agree with this, even if it is not in a network marketing context, just type in, no one owes me anything, right? And I think we have to hear our own words saying that. So if you can, just type it out and Speak it out as you type, right? Nobody owes me anything, okay? So you owe it to yourself to put in your time, your energy, your attention to whatever worth your time, energy, and attention, okay? You have your goal, you have your dreams, you put in your time, energy, and attention. Your upline has their time, energy, and attention onto things that they prioritize, okay? If you are not part of their priority, then you can ask yourself, am I doing this for myself, for my family? Can I still do it with the company because I love the company, I love the comp I love the product, okay? Or get a coach like me, okay, to coach you and you learn the strategies to do it without having to be dependent on your upline, and you can still make it because it's not up to your upline. You know, your upline is not responsible for making you a victor, okay? You agree on that, right? So again, let me just repeat again the three principles that I hold true. Okay, if it's to be, it's up to me. All right, and I'm speaking this from an empowering point of view where I empower myself, and I got to remind myself that it's up to me to put in the action. Okay, and I'm a victor, not a victim. Yeah, really, no point complaining. Okay, no point focusing on those who have left the business. Why don't you just focus on those who are still looking for you to guide them in the business? All right, and my upline don't owe me anything. Okay, I create my own success, and I think once you crystallize these three principles, you have laser sharp focus on what you need to do at every point in time to make sure that you keep growing in this business or in any area of your life. Is that good? All right. What else do you want to add to this? Okay, so the three mantra that I have. What else do you want to add to this? Is there any golden nuggets that you really want to share, and that, you know, a principle that you have been holding true to yourself that has helped you to success? You know, type it down so every one of us can learn. Okay, so all right. If you come across friends who, you know, are really thinking about venturing into network marketing because of, for whatever reasons, okay, they want to have a backup income, do refer them to me before they get started, because I can share with them how they can schedule their time, you know, their timetable and their calendar. So this is unicorn calendar that all my students love it. They call it the unicorn calendar. It's meant to help them stay focused on what do they post every day. Okay, if you guys are on my Facebook, you will see that in the afternoon I posted a question. We call it an engaging question, which is this. Okay, those in red are engaging questions, engagement questions. Okay, those are the things that you post to get more engagement. Again, nothing to do with your business sometimes. So I posted on how to open a durian without a big knife. Within an hour and a half, I got like 130 over comments. Okay, but it's not. I wasn't faking it. I was really asking the question. So yeah, so you know, I do have a lot of strategies and tips like this to teach my students. So if you do know of your friends who are looking into venturing into network marketing and they want to do it right, just refer them to me, and if I can help them, it'll be great. You know, they'll be happy, you'll be happy, I'll be happy. Everyone wins, and most importantly, their family gets to enjoy the benefit of them having a side income to put food on the table. All right. So if they want to know more, you can send this to them. meet.kianu.com, all right, which is here. I do have an interactive coaching course to help them get clarity on how to do this properly. So if you are the one who is considering, you know, venturing to MLM, or if you already have a side business in MLM or network marketing and you need clarity, just simply type 15 in the comment. So after this whole thing ended, I will go through those who type 15 in the comment. I will reach out to you, okay, and give you this complimentary clarity coaching call. Okay, if you want your friend to look at this, just type 15 and tag your friend. Okay, right. So what have you learned today? Let's share. All right, let's share. Because I think I've shared a lot of the internal works, you know, how our mind works, and at least how my mind works. around this whole topic of being successful in network marketing. One thing is for sure is this, okay, energy flows where attention goes, and we all have very limited time, energy, and attention, okay? So use it wisely. And if you want to follow more tips and strategies like this, do follow me on LinkedIn and YouTube with the same handle, okay? Same handle at Keanu, all right? Look for Keanu on LinkedIn and YouTube, okay? Again, some of my live shows that I answer a lot of different questions can be found on my YouTube. It's all archived there, okay? And if you guys are coming in from Facebook, okay, you can join this free group that I have. Like it's a free Facebook group for tips and support that I put out there often, like weekly. So there'll be facebook.com/groups/keanu.abc. All right. So with that comes to the end of my live show today. All right. So I hope you can type the word energy, okay, because that is how we want to end this session with high energy. Right? Type the word energy. And next week, all right, tune into my live show again next week, same time, 9 o'clock. Melanie will be here with me, and she'll be sharing a lot of tips and very important techniques that you should learn, that your family members should learn, and your friends should learn on how they can be better, be safer mentally, emotionally, and how to really keep their emotional wellness in check during this tough time. Okay, so drop by again next week, same time as today, and Melanie will be sharing more. If you have any questions that you want to ask Melanie, connect with her. Okay, just ask away. There's no such thing as silly question. Just ask away, and she may be addressing some of your questions when I host her next week. Is that good? Okay. So thank you for today, and I'll see you again. Everyone, please stay safe, right? Stay safe and look out for each other, support each other, be kind to one another. And I'll see you again on my post, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Zoom, wherever we can meet for now until we meet again in person. All right? Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you again. Bye-bye.
Such a great tip.
Yeah.
Really great. No, it's really great. That's the best tip that I've heard till now. Really.
Awesome.
You're so kind and so funny. Thank you very much for your time and for your great advice and your great tips. Thank you.
You're most welcome.